So let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting at $94,000 as we speak. And yesterday it did go down towards 92,500 and it didn't miss it. It was so exact. It was 92,500.09. 0.90, sorry. It was freakishly exact, and afterwards it had a big reaction to it, and then Bitcoin went up to 95,300 something, and of course then it started going down, and today morning it created a new low by going towards 91,800, but you can see the long ass wick, and it still stayed above 92,500. None of the candles bodies closed below 92,500. Everything is just a wick. So this is an area that if we lose 92,500, our doors will finally open towards 88K. We looked at the TA. It was 87K, but I will be using 85K as the psychological number. According to TA, it can go towards 87. I'll just add extra $2,000 to have the flavor. But the most important thing in this overall downfall journey would be the exposure to the 80s after a very long time. Just the way 80s have passed the year. This is the same case scenario with Bitcoin. We have not seen 80s for a very long time, and I'll tell you that it's been, I think, over a month or so that we have not seen this range. So going into that range is going to be really something new. I'll tell you when was the last time we were in the 80s. That was, just a second, this is what? That was 9th of November, 10th of November. That was the last time we were in the 80s, and after that we have not seen. So from 10 November until 10 January, today is 9, but tomorrow is 10, so let's say it's 10. It's been 2 months. It's been 2 months we have not seen 80. Bitcoin has stayed up this range. It has held on to this range for a very long time. This is a range above $90,000. It has lived above it for quite a while, which is just amazing. Now losing this range for the first time will be new, and now you have DOG with their approval to sell $6.5 billion of worth of Bitcoin. That is enough of a news, because last time a smaller amount than this was sold by Germany, and we went down by $15,000 to $20,000 in price of Bitcoin, and there was a massive amount of FUD in the market, and everyone was panicking. So I think it's one of the reasons yesterday we saw an outflow. So we saw crazy inflows from the ETF, and then yesterday we saw a bit crazy outflow from the ETF at the same time. That tells us that news like DOJ getting their approval, giving the approval, Department of Justice, for the Bitcoin selling, it is something that concerns everyone. So when they start selling this $6.5 billion, they're going to sell it on the market. I don't know if they're going to use an exchange. If it is going to be an exchange, there will be a way worse bloodbath. That was one of the reasons that the Germany had such an impact, because they were doing it directly on exchange and not on OTC. OTC is over the counter, is basically transfer from one wallet to another wallet. It has no impact on the price in the graph, because it is not sold on an exchange, so there is no impact on the liquidity, hence no impact on the graph. This is something that we used to see from Wales and others in 2020 and 2021. That's why I created a AI-based model to track these people, and I was able to predict a dump 3 days in advance, and I never failed. If you were with me in 2021, you would have seen me. I was not on YouTube or any other social network. I just had a community on Facebook, but a big one. So that model failed because everyone started moving to exchanges, and now you have a split between OTC and exchange selling. That makes our life difficult. Previously it was easy because I had identified that when they sell on OTC, I was able to track them first. Second, I knew that when would the receiver sell. So that was very easy. Now it's problematic because now they can move it to exchange and you don't know when are they going to press that button and start selling. Anyway, that's pretty much it with Bitcoin and a little bit of knowledge on how OTC works. Until and unless 92,500 is not lost, we haven't spent 2 days below it. Right now we are struggling with even 8 hours. Until and unless we don't spend 2 days below 92,500, we cannot assume that it is gone. And if you think that 2 days is a lot for you, you can use 8 hours with the 92,500 because it is worrisome area. So we don't need a perfect 2-day confirmation on it. We would rather use it when it is pumping rather than when it is going down to address our concerns, because the pumps can be fake, but when it is falling down, it is not fake, it is real, because the overall economy of USA and the world, many countries, it is in turmoil. So when it is falling down, the falling down is real. My concern is always with the pumps because they can be fake pumps just to trap people. And that's Bitcoin for you. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment. And I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.